Hey guys, I'm Brendan Robinson. I play Lucas, and welcome to the Pretty Little Liars podcast. Today, we also have a first-timer to the podcast.
What's up, guys? This is Chuck Hittinger. I play Sean, and welcome to the Pretty Little Liars podcast.
You guys just watched episode 14, Careful What You Wish For, where we had our dance-a-thon.
Yeah.
Woot woot. So the dance-a-thon happened in this episode, and the Liars are currently keeping an eye on Ian because he's very suspicious. A very suspicious character. And A definitely also has some plans to, sabotage Hannah's evening, but at the same time helping her, which, is kind of strange.
Yeah. A does a good job helping her financially. Doesn't do the best job helping her with relationships, unfortunately.
Exactly. I mean, I guess the thing to keep in mind is that, Hannah, I guess, is doing a good thing, but at the same time, because she's helping her family, but at the same time, she's not necessarily going about the best way of doing it. But then again, she could say that she doesn't have a choice. So I don't know. It's all confusing.
It just would be nice if someone could know about it, though. She has no one to talk to about it, And
exactly.
Jeez, how frustrating that would be.
She hasn't told Arya or anybody yet. Oh, right. Because it's a secret. It's a secret that her mom stole the cash.
Right.
And then it mysteriously disappeared from her house. We don't know why. And now she's trying to get it back.
It's also a secret that her mom is low on cash as well, right? Like, her mom doesn't want people knowing about that.
Right, exactly.
It would be embarrassing.
Basically, Ashley/Hannah, or Ashley Benson/Hannah,
right?
Not Laura Layton Ashley,
right?
It's a very interesting storyline that's happening for her.
Yeah, she has a lot of conflict.
Yeah. So
talk about a lot of secrets.
Exactly.
That Marin family and their secrets.
Well, she might have the most secrets.
Seriously.
I mean, I guess Emily's kind of out in the open at the moment.
Yeah. She's out of the closet.
She is out of the closet. And I don't know. It's a lot of Spencer's secrets aren't necessarily her personal secrets, and
she deals with a lot of other people's.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And the Liars all know about the whole Ian situation.
Yeah.
So I would say probably at the moment Hannah has the most secrets that are kind of still in the closet. Wink, wink. Okay, so we know that Hannah has probably the most secrets that are not out in the open. But Arya probably had, Arya just had a lot of drama that came in too, because Simone came back into the picture. It's the first time that we, the audience, have seen Simone. But Simone is a character from Arya's past who has now come back into the picture, and we don't know if she's going to be competition between, with Arya and Mr. Fitz. So everything could get screwed up.
Yeah, they were definitely clicking. I mean, as far as like. All their her qualifications were his qualifications, and she had job opportunities for him in New York, and
exactly. And then we were also introduced to the character of Caleb in this episode, who's not in the books. He's a new character. You know who he reminds me of, actually? He's kind of like a young Johnny Depp from 21 Jump Street.
That's exactly who he reminds me of, too.
Because we have to throw somebody in there like that.
There has to be the quintessential Johnny Depp character.
Right, the bad boy. Character. Because, in a way, he's more of a bad... Toby's not really a bad boy. We don't really have, like, a bad boy character because we know, we've figured out that Toby kind of has this soft side to him. You know, when Spencer... followed him a couple episodes ago into that alley, and he kind of broke down for the first time.
A little weeping going on.
Exactly.
Weepage.
So now we definitely have probably, at least for now, a 100% bad boy character. Well, that's the other thing. The tension between Lucas and Sean is totally I guess it boiled over the top before, but now it's kind of happening again. It's hot, it's cold, it's all over the place.
And unbeknownst to both of us, it's actually A that's starting all of this. It's like the puppet master A.
Right, exactly. And it's starting to... This second half of the season, I think, is the first time where A is really
calling the shots.
Exactly. Not only with the 4 girls, but with the other characters also. So that's interesting, I think.
Caleb is probably A.
You can't say that.
Hypothetically.
Wait, no. Hypothetically. Oh, I don't know. Well,
Is
no.
it? Is it hypothetical?
I don't know. Who is A?
Who is it?
Is it a man? Is it a woman? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Anyway.
Can I just get this in here real quick?
What?
Because when those cameras aren't rolling, this guy over here, Mr. Lucas,
Stop.
Mr. Robertson, he can dance like no one's business. He's doing this crazy, like, I don't even know. What is that dance?
You're embarrassing me.
You guys, you got to see it one of these days.
It's like a pterodactyl meets...
Yeah, like a pterodactyl meets a
Velociraptor.
caterpillar. Like, it's very swirly and weird.
Yeah. No, actually...
No, I think you should do it. You should do how you do your Twitter streams. I think
Oh,
we should
right.
request it right now. That Brendan Robinson, I think you should promise that you will do this for your fans. You will do the Brendan Robinson dance
Via Ustream?
via Ustream.
Via Ustream.
How about a promise?
Okay.
Oh.
I don't see a problem with that.
It's gonna happen.
I think I've probably already done something like that on
Okay.
Ustream. I don't know. I have no shame. Oh, I do remember that there was there was some, I don't want to say argument, but there was definitely some strong opinions about what music we had to use behind the scenes when we were shooting the dance-a-thon, because Ashley didn't like the original music. She didn't feel like she could dance to it. So she requested that the music was changed, and it did. I don't remember what it was, but it was something very hip hoppy, sort of.
It was like hip hoppy, but also like techno club feel. And
Right, exactly.
Norman would go in between takes. He would go in this back room, and listen to different songs. And he has a great ear for music, so he picked it. He got it organized.
Right.
Before he came in, it wasn't very good. It was not a good choice of song. And even Ashley and I looked at each other. We're like, "What the heck is this?"
I don't even.
What
No,
is-
I remember that. I don't even know what it was. It was like a mariachi band
Yeah.
meets some sort of like
line dancing music.
exactly.
We could line dance to it.
So it was. Yeah. No. Literally, you could. Do you think? Are there good outtakes in this episode? I can't really remember. There was probably.
I'm sure there was some form of
Well, one of the things that you can't really, obviously you can't really tell when you're watching the show, is that we shot that scene over 3 different days. So that dance-a-thon, we were on that set for 3 whole days shooting that entire sequence. But when they cut it all together, it looks like, 15 minutes of, or no, because the dance-a-thon would be more than 15 minutes. It'd be a couple hours in an evening, in real life. So it's cool that they can cut it all together and make it look like one evening when it was really spread over the course of 3 different days. But that being said, I think a scene like that where you have to dance and dance and dance and dance and dance and pretend like you're at a party, that's really hard to do it 3 days in a row
over and over again for
Exactly.
hours on end. Yes.
Exactly.
It can be kind of awkward too when you're doing the slow dance and you're like really close to your fellow actor and you're just like in between takes, you're like, or like right before you're about to film, you're just like so close to each other for, now you're on your second hour of, like,
Oh, yeah,
does
no.
my breath stink?
It's really, really
Can
weird.
I get an Altoid, please?
Exactly. No,
And you run out of things to talk about. Let's be honest.
wait, you talked when you slow danced?
Yeah, I mean,
I
Yeah?
wasn't allowed to talk to Ashley when I slow danced.
you didn't whisper sweet nothings in her ear?
Well, no, because it wasn't in the script.
Oh,
It was a close-up, Chuck.
that's true. It was a close-up for you. I didn't
So
get
I
the
couldn't
close-up
say
on it.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was in the background, I'd be whispering all kinds of like obscenities in her ear or something, just to make her laugh. Oh no, I do remember that.
It's coming back.
As you probably all know by now, I think she's admitted it a couple times. Ashley Benson is a serious prankster on the set. So she likes to pull pranks on people or make people laugh. So I did try to get her back, and I was doing that, this crazy dance,
The worm
thing.
dance, we'll call it.
Exactly, and I think there were a couple takes where I actually made her laugh. I was like off camera, and she, it was her close up, and I was trying to get her to break character. Very unprofessional, but it's when you're going on like hour 9 of the day.
Well, I remember I think it was when I was breaking up with Hannah, I see at the corner of my eye in my peripheral, Brendan doing his worm dance to like the most extreme extent, like just going nuts, really trying to have me break. And I will say that was unsuccessful.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I think it actually might have been successful.
Maybe.
I did get permission though from our assistant director to do that. She's like, no, you can go. She's like, go ahead, try to make them laugh on this take.
I think it was great. Like I loved it. And why not have a little fun? I mean, people want to
Exactly.
laugh.
Especially in a scene like that. It's so serious. They're breaking up.
Yeah.
But do you think that they're really, really broken up or for good this time? Because there's been a couple of times over the course of the first 14 episodes where it's a little on and off. I mean, there have been a lot of arguments between Sean and Hannah. Do you think that this is it?
Honestly, I think that I would hope not, because I would like to be on the show. So if I lose my girlfriend, then I'm not on the show. But maybe Sean will go through something else with someone else, like have a relationship with someone else, go through that.
To get back at Hannah?
Maybe to get back at Hannah.
Do you think that Sean will actually date Arya in the show, or do you think that like Arya Mr. Fitz fans would all go
That's
to
the
havoc?
That's the thing. I think if Sean were to date someone on the show, it would be someone else, not necessarily Arya, because
Not
that
Arya.
Arya and Ezra thing is so awesome, and
Well,
everyone loves it.
Exactly. Well, not only that, but there would be a revolution.
Yeah.
We would have